everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to discuss previous year questions of time and tenses. Theory of this chapter, we have already done in our earlier session. In this session, we are just going to revise previous year questions and this topic. This is part 1. So let's begin the session. In this session, we will discuss questions similar to the questions occurred in IBPS Clerk exams. Now, these questions are based on the questions occurred in IBPS Clerk exams. Now, you may find this chapter time and tenses in the form of spotting errors, sentence improvement, fill-ups, and many other grammatical questions. In this session, we are going to discuss some spotting errors based on time and tenses. Well, in this session, the directions for the exercise are as follows. In each sentence, identify the segment that contains the grammatical error. It means they are spotting errors. It means you will be given a sentence of which some parts have been made. Now, what you have to do, you have to select that particular part that contains the error. It means one of them may contain an error which is grammatical according to the time and tenses. If the sentence has no errors, select no error. It means if the sentence is absolutely correct, you will be given one more option, that is no correction required, or you can say no error. So you have to mark that as your answer. So let's begin the questions. Here question number 1 is, when he hears that news, he was almost in tears and could not utter a word. Now, if we see the sentence carefully, in the first part it is written when he hears the news. Now, hears means that the sentence is in present indefinite tense. And present indefinite we always use when something happens, you can say repeatedly, or something happens indefinitely. It means a number of times and it always occurs, or it occurs after some interval of time, or it occurs on particular intervals. For example, it repeats. But in the second part, that is B part, it is written he was almost in tears. Now, in this part, you can see that this is past tense. It means this, what the action has been talked about, it has already happened. It is not that repeats, but it is what has already happened. So, with this part, we can conclude that the statement is of past tense. In tears and could not utter a word. It means this has already happened. Because he could not utter a word, it means this also shows that the sentence is in past. It means here, when it is given that he hears refer to something which happens continuously, something which happens day after day, or something which happens repeatedly. But it is not correct because the sentence is of past. Therefore, the entire sentence needs to be in past only. Therefore, this part A contains the error. Instead of present indefinite, it should have been past indefinite. When this hears should be replaced with heard, that is the past form of hears. Therefore, the error is in part A. So, A is the correct answer. So, our answer is A. That is, the correct sentence will be, when he heard that news, he was almost in tears and could not utter a word. Now, one more thing we should keep in mind, in these type of questions, we just have to select that particular part that contains the error. We need not rectify it. So, this is very simple, that you are just selecting that particular part in which you find, or it is your intuition that this part may contain an error, because this doesn't match with another parts of the sentence. So this is very simple that you need not rectify it. Therefore, our answer is A. Now, if you do not know what will be there in the place of hears, it is very simple that you have to mark only the part that contains the error. Now, let us move to the next one. Since he has been hospitalized, we must wait till she is recovering. Now, since whenever we form a sentence using since, first part is formed in present perfect tense and the remaining in past indefinite tense. Now, this is past indefinite and this is present perfect. Generally. Now, if the sentence is, since she has been hospitalized, we must wait till. Now, this part. Now, here since is used not to show the time, but here since is used to show the reason. It means in the form of because. So, since she has been hospitalized, we must wait till. Now, in this sentence, we have till. So, after that, we should have a sentence which is in present indefinite tense, because we have to wait till she will be recovered, not she is recovering, because recovering is a temporary action. It means it is a continuous process. Now, in fact, we have to write this sentence in present indefinite tense. So, it is she is recovering should be replaced with she recovers, since till she recovers. So, we have to wait till this time, this point of time. So, in part D, the error is there. So, our answer is D. That is, the correct sentence will be, since she has been hospitalized, we must wait till she recovers. So, this will be the correct sentence. Now, let us move to the next one. The boy possesses 3 beautiful pens, but he would not show them to anyone. Now, in this part A, it is written that boy possesses. Possesses, it means he has 3 beautiful pens, but he would not show them to anyone. Now, 2 things are there. If this part is in past tense, this has to be in past tense as well. And if this is in present tense, this has to be in the future indefinite tense. Now, if I change this one, that boy possessed 3 beautiful pens, but he would not show them to anyone. So, this is just that has happened already. But here, the imagination part is given. Therefore, we have to rectify this part that but he will not show them to anyone, according to the first part, because that boy possesses 3 beautiful pens, but he will not show them to anyone. So, this will be the correct sentence. Therefore, the error is in part C. So, our answer is C. That is, the correct sentence will be, that boy possesses 3 beautiful pens, but he will not show them to anyone. So, this will be the correct sequence according to the sequence of conditional sentences and according to the use of modals with the help of verbs or tenses in the sentence. Now, let us move to the next one. When he had been walked along the road, a wild and ferocious dog hit him hard and knocked him down. Now, obviously, it did not happen all the time. It is not the time, it is not the action which occurred repeatedly in the past time. It only happened once. That is, at the time when he was walking or while he was walking along the road. So, in this sentence, if it is written, a wild and ferocious dog hit him hard, it means the action has already happened. And knocked him down also represents that the sentence is of past tense. Therefore, it was the continuous action that time when the dog made him the target. Now, when he had been walking along the road. Now, this walked should be replaced with walking. This will be the correct sentence. That is, the correct sentence will be, when he had been walking along the road, a wild and ferocious dog hit him hard and knocked him down. So, this will be the correct sentence. Now, the correct sentence, if this is the correct sentence, the error is in part B. So, our answer is B. Well, you need not rectify it, but you have to find that particular part that contains the error. And it is obvious after reading this entire sentence that when he had been walked along the road. Now, walked along the road represents that he had already done this action. But while he was doing that particular action, another action took place. Therefore, you have to show over here that first action was in process, wasn't in continuity. Only after that second action happened. So, B part contains the error. That's it. You need not rectify it. Now, let us move to the next one. The interrogation made by him hardly yielded any concrete conclusion about the crime. Now, if I see the first part, the interrogation made by him. Now, made by represents that this sentence is of past tense. Him hardly yield. Now, two things are there. If the sentence is in past, this has to be in past, that is yielded. So it should be yielded and not yield. One more thing that can occur in your mind, or that can hit your mind, that ma'am, why didn't we change this part, that is A? Why didn't we make it not made and make? Because this is action about the crime. He had been interrogated, and this doesn't happen in life of anyone repeatedly. First thing. Second thing, if it is in present tense, the interrogation make by him, first of all, the interrogation is the singular subject. And if it is the singular subject, here we need singular form of verb which had been yields. One more thing. Both the sides, B part is only the error because it is containing the word yield, which is grammatically incorrect. Therefore, B is the correct answer. So our answer is B, that is yield should be replaced with yielded, and the correct sentence will be the interrogation made by him hardly yielded any concrete conclusion about the crime. Therefore, B is the correct answer. You need not rectify it, you just have to find out that which part contains the error, and that is the part B. Now let us move to the next one. What you had said about the employees was found correct, but it could not be proved. Now this is the sentence. Now let us see the sentence carefully part-wise. Now the first part is what you had said. Second part is about the employees was. Now both these parts show that the sentence is of past tense. Was found correct, but it could not be proved. So the entire sentence is in past tense. Therefore, this sentence contains no error and our answer will be no error. Now, it happens. It is not necessary that the part of the sentence contains the error. Sometimes the entire sentence is absolutely correct and our answer is E, that is no error. Therefore, this sentence which is given here is not containing any error or does not contain any error. Therefore, the sentence is absolutely correct and our answer is E, that the given sentence is absolutely correct. It has no error. Now let us move to the next one. When you had started the work, you should ensure that you concentrate on it. Now let us see this. When you had started, this is past perfect tense. Now this is past perfect tense. And if it is in past perfect tense, let us proceed. The work you should ensure. Now you should represents, this is a modal and this is verb first form. It means this is just a present tense. But if it is written in past perfect tense, the first clause of the sentence is written in past perfect tense. The remaining should be in a structure of modal plus have plus verb third form. So let us just rectify it. You should have ensured that you concentrate on it. Therefore, here the error is in part C because this ensure is written in first form where we need it in third form. So it should be had ensured. Should have ensured, because after modal we can only have verb first form. So it should be should have ensured. Therefore, the error is in part C. So our answer is C, that is C part contains the error and the sentence is when you had started the work, you should have ensured that you concentrate on it. This is the correct sentence. Now let us move to the next one. If you have good control over breathing, you can float on water effortlessly. Now again, the first part. Now this is conditional sentence and we have already learned conditional sentences, that in case of conditional sentences, we have a conditional word that is if, and after that we have to follow the rules according to the types, that is type 1 condition, type 2 condition, type 3 condition or type 0 condition. Now if the immediate after clause of if it is in present tense, the remaining should be in future indefinite tense, or we can have modal plus verb first form. Now, if you have good control over breathing, it means this part is in present indefinite tense. Now, if it is in present indefinite tense, the remaining clause should be subject plus modal plus verb first form. Now, you is the subject, then can is a modal, then float is the verb first form. It means the sentence is absolutely correct again. So our answer is E, that is no error. So our answer is E, that the sentence contains no error. The sentence which is given to us is absolutely correct. So our answer is no error. Now let us move to the next one. You should think of all the possibilities before you take any decision. Now, you should think, should here shows the modal which is used to advise something, which is used to give the suggestions. So we use should. So this part is in present tense. You should think of all the possibilities before you take any decision. Again, the entire sentence is correct. Now, don't take this should as the second form of shall, because should has been used over here because in the first form itself, because the modal should is used to show the advice is used when the advice is given, is used when the suggestion is given. So should is correctly used over here and in present tense only. Now you should think of all the possibilities before you take any decision. So this is just an advice. Sorry, just a piece of advice. It is just a piece of advice, not an advice. We cannot say an advice because advice is uncountable. We cannot say an advice. It is a piece of advice. Now, therefore, this A part is absolutely correct. B is again correct. C is again correct. Therefore, our answer is E, that is no error. So the sentence is absolutely correct and our answer is E, that is no error. So the sentence which is given to us is absolutely correct. Now let us move to the next one. When we visited his office, we found that he was sipping coffee with some of his colleagues. Now let us see the sentence part-wise. When we visited his office, now this shows that the sentence is in past tense. Now the B part, we found that. Now again, if this visited is in past tense, this is verb second form. Again, found is in past tense, that is verb second form. So let us move to the C part. He was sipping coffee. Again, this is past continuous tense. So again, this is in past tense with some of his colleagues. It means the sentence is absolutely correct. Again, our answer will be E, that is no error. So our answer is E, that is this sentence contains no error and the sentence which is given to us is absolutely correct. Now let us move to the next one. He deserves a lot of praise for all the records he achieves during his career. Now, first of all, we get praise for the work that we have done. When the work has been done, only after that we get praises for that. We get praise for that. Now, he deserves a lot of praise for all the records he achieves. Now, he achieves referred to the present tense. It means whatever he achieves, he deserves a lot of praise. But he deserves a lot of praise for all the records he. Now, this achieves should be replaced with has achieved. Just because here we are talking about those actions, those records which he has already achieved, only for them he will get the praises. So he deserves a lot of praise for all the records he has achieved during his career. So our error is in part C, where this achieves should be replaced with he has achieved. So our answer is a C grammatically, because we only do praise those things, those achievements which we have already received, which we have already gained. Now let us move to the next one. On his next official visit to Delhi, he plans to visit his old colleagues. Now, let us see the sentence part-wise. First of all, in first part it is written on his next. Now till here we cannot find any error. Now in the B part, official visit to Delhi, it means on his next official visit to Delhi. Now this next official visit represents that we are talking about some future action or future planning. It is not yet done, or it is not going on. In fact, it is going to happen in future. He plans to visit. Now he plans, if I write he plans, this is present indefinite, and present indefinite is only used when we show something which is a near future, or you can say which repeats every time, or which repeats at a particular interval. But here this part is incorrect according to grammar. In fact, it should be replaced with he has planned, or we can also use one more thing, that is he is planning. He is planning. So we can use either of the two phrases. That is, first of all, on his next official visit to Delhi, he has planned visit his old colleagues, or you can say on his next official visit to Delhi, he is planning to visit his old colleagues. So two will be there, but not he plans. So this he plans should be replaced with either he has planned or he is planning. So our answer is part C, because the C part contains the error. Well, we need not rectify it, so we just have to find out that which part contains the error. So our answer is C. That will be correct, because the sentence which is given to us is not correct grammatically. In fact, this he plans should be replaced with some other phrase. Now let us move to the next one. Mr. Bajaj has resigned from the post of director, which he holds for over 10 years. Now, whenever we have been given some time, that it has been going on from a particular period of time till this day. Now, Mr. Bajaj has resigned. So this action has been happened from the post of director. Now, he has resigned from the post of director. Which position? Which he holds. Now he holds represents something which is in present indefinite tense, or which is occurring repeatedly, but it is not recurring at all. In fact, we are talking about that position which he has now left, but which he was or which he was holding from a particular interval of time till this stage. So for over 10 years. It means this he holds is incorrect over here, because the time is also given to us. So this sentence should be formed in present perfect continuous or present perfect tense. Now, has resigned from the post of director which he had held, or we can also write which he was holding. So either of the two phrases can be correct. Mr. Bajaj has resigned from the post of director, which he had held for over 10 years, or which he was holding for over 10 years. Sorry, it is not was, it is which he has been holding, or will not has, which he had been holding, because now this is the time of past, he has already resigned the post. Therefore, error is in part C. That's it. So C part contains the error. So our answer is C. Now, what is the rectification? Now, sometimes rectification we do according to the options which are given to us. But here, because we just have to find out, we have to just find out the part that contains the error. We need not rectify it. So our answer is C. That's it. Now, let us move to the next one. The management will be taken a decision about the training of the clerical staff early next month. Now, next month shows the future tense. Now, the management will be taken. Now, one first thing, if it is written will be taken, this is passive voice. It means the management will be taken by somebody. No, in fact, the management will be taken a decision. So, decision is an object. Therefore, passive structure is not required. We require active structure of the sentence. And if we require active structure of the sentence, it means this part is incorrect. Therefore, A part contains the error. Now, what will replace it is secondary. But here we get to know that our answer is A, because this part contains the error. The structure has to be in active voice only, not in passive voice. So, the correct sentence will be the management. Now, if this is verb third form, obviously, this will be in present perfect tense or future perfect tense. So we can have either of the two. The management will have taken a decision about the training of the clerical staff early next month. Or we can make the management has taken a decision about the training of the clerical staff early next month. So both the phrases are correct. Therefore, the error is in part A. Our answer is A. That's it. We need not rectify it. We just have to find out the part that contains the error. Well, it can be replaced with will have taken a decision or the management has taken a decision. Now let us move to the next one. Now this is question number 15. Experts have recommended that the government reconsidered restrictions imposed on foreign investment in real estate. Now, let us see the sentence carefully with one part, or you can say part wise. Experts have recommended. So this is present perfect tense. Now let us proceed. Experts have recommended what? That the government reconsidered. Now reconsidered is past tense or past indefinite tense. Restrictions imposed on foreign investment in real estate. Now, if they have recommended something, it means this is just a suggestion. And if a suggestion is there, we should have a modal, that is should. Therefore, the government reconsidered, it shows that the sentence is of past, that the government has already done this work. Whereas here, experts have recommended this. It means there is some advice. So, this reconsidered is incorrect. In fact, it should be replaced with a modal that shows the suggestion. So, it should be the government should reconsider. Should reconsider. Now, what the government should reconsider? Restrictions imposed on foreign investment in real estate. Now, this will be the correct sentence, correct structure of the sentence. Therefore, the error is in part B. Now, our answer is B. This is very, very important because here the style of the sentence has also changed. So, the correct sentence will be experts have recommended that the government should reconsider restrictions imposed on foreign investment in real estate. Now, let us move to the next one. The road from the river bank to the hut was more difficult than we have feared. Now, in the first part, it is written the road from the river bank to the hut. That is fine. Was shows the past tense. Difficult than we have feared. Now, if the sentence is in past tense, the entire sentence has to be in past tense only. So, we had feared. So, this have should be replaced with had. Therefore, the error is in part D. So, our answer is D. The entire sentence has to be in past tense only. So, the error is in part D. So, our answer is D. Now, let us move to the next one. I found that I had the hardest time writing dialogues for elderly people. Now, in this sentence, in the first part, it is written, I found that. So, the sentence is of past tense. I had the hardest time writing dialogues for elderly people. So, in this sentence, we can see in the first part, it is in past tense. The B part is also in past tense. Hardest time writing dialogues for elderly people. It means the entire sentence is in past tense. So, the sentence contains no error. So, our answer is E, there is no error. Simple answer. Our answer is E because the given sentence is absolutely correct. So, our answer is E, there is no error. Now, let us move to the next one. The bank employees could remember John as he has been maintained his account with the bank for the last 10 years. Now, this is again very simple because it is written the bank employees could remember John as he has been maintained. Now, he has been maintained refers to a passive voice sentence, whereas here we need active sentence because his account is object with the bank. Now, who has maintained this account? John, as he has maintained his account with the bank for the last 10 years. Now, this been is incorrect over here. So, the error is in part B. So, our answer is B. In fact, the correct sentence should be the bank employees could remember John as he has maintained his account with the bank for the last 10 years. So, this will be the correct sentence. Or we can also write it like as he has been maintaining his account with the bank for the last 10 years. So, we can also have this structure like will keep this been over here, and maintained will be replaced with maintaining. So we can use either of the two. We can write either has maintained or has been maintaining. So these two structures have problem. They cannot come together. So our answer is B, because this part contains the error. That's it. We need not rectify it. Now let us move to the next one. There has not a moment when the gates of the bungalow were not being watched. Now, if the sentence is in past tense, now there has not a moment. This part is incorrect. So there was not a moment when the gates of the bungalow were not being watched. So the error is in part A. So our answer is A. Has shows the possession verb, whereas this was actually the scene over there. Shows the B form. It means the structure that was in this case as it happened. Has is not required over there. So there was not a moment when the gates of the bungalow were not being watched. This will be the correct sentence. So our answer is A, because A part contains the error. So now let us move to the next one. With his many talents and dynamic leadership, he served his country in commendable and lasting ways. Now, if he has done with it, now with many talents and dynamic leadership, he served his country. Now, served his country refers to past indefinite tense. It means it shows that some past action which took place in past time. But with his many talents and dynamic leadership, now he has already done with this scene. So, because it is written in commendable and lasting way, so this is the work which he has already completed. Therefore, this has to be shown in present perfect tense only. So, before served, it should be written has. He has served his country, or he had served his country. So, this is perfect tense, not indefinite tense, which is required over here. So, simple it is that our answer is C, because the C part contains the error. That's it. So, C part contains the error. Now, let us move to the next one. Without waiting for the instructions from the government, some cable operators in the city had blocked the news. Now, this is very simple. If we have had, we required only verb third form after had. So, this block is incorrect. It should be blocked. So, the correct answer is D, because this D part contains the error. So, our answer is D, because in this sentence, in this part of the sentence, there is an error, because after had, we can only have verb third form. So, our answer is D. Now, let us move to the next one. The authorities have instructed that brief notes must be prepared on all the issues related to customer grievances. Now, in the first part, it is written the authorities have instructed that brief notes must be prepared on all the issues related to customer grievances. Now, in this structure, we can see that the present, the first part is in present tense. This is present perfect tense. That brief notes must be prepared. This is a sentence with modals on all the issues related to customer grievances. So this is absolutely correct sentence. There is no error at all. Therefore, our answer is E. There is no error. So our answer is E, because the sentence contains no error. That's it. Now let us move to the next one. Hindi films are certainly popular in the last decade. Now, if it is written last decade, we cannot have R. R shows present tense, whereas last decade shows the past 10 years. Therefore, Hindi films were certainly popular in the last decade, but these days our regional films have attained more popularity. Or we can also use Hindi films had been certainly popular in last decade. But whenever the past time is given to us, we prefer the sentence to be written in past indefinite tense. Therefore, the error is in part A, of course. So, our answer is A. That is, R should be replaced with any past tense. That is, you can say B form of past tense. That is, were certainly popular in the last decade. Now, let us move to the next one. Our customers are always visit our branches to discuss their problems with the staff. Now, because always is given over here, it means it happens always. It means it happens repeatedly at particular intervals. Therefore, we need present indefinite tense, so are is not required at all. Instead, the sentence will be, our customers always visit our branches to discuss their problems with the staff. So the error is in part A. So our answer is A, because this part of the sentence contains the error. Now let us move to the next one. Just before the demonstration started, the police arrived at the site as if they had received invitation. Now, if we see the sentence carefully, just before the demonstration started, so this is past tense. The police arrived. Now, arrive is present tense, which is not required at all. It should be in past only. So the police had arrived, or it should be arrived. So this part is incorrect. Therefore, the error is in part B, because this part contains the error. Now, our answer is B. Now, we need not rectify it. So we cannot say that whether had arrived or arrived will come over here. But we know very well that this part contains the error. So our answer is B. That's it. Now, this was the last sentence of today's session. I hope you understood all the questions very well. Thank you very much.